Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Good evening and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Allison Fergit. Iowa is the first U.S. state to remove gender identity protections from its civil rights code. On Friday, Governor Kim Reynolds signed into law a bill which eliminates civil rights protections in the state based on gender identity. Democrats called the bill hateful and warned it would set Iowa back. One of Iowa's only transgender lawmakers gave a powerful testimony on the law.
Vote this bill down today, because this is not the end. Those think tanks will ask you again and again and again to remove rights and freedoms from your fellow Iowans until none remain. Draw the line in the sand and say that civil rights in Iowa are enshrined and protected.
State Representative Steve Holt, the bill's manager, is defending his reasons for introducing the legislation. He says it's aimed at protecting women's private spaces and preventing taxpayer funding for gender-affirming care.
In my opinion, Democrats do not want to talk about the reality of the erasing of women as a result of gender identity based on feelings being elevated to a protected class status in the Iowa Code. It is amazing to me, in my opinion, that the party that championed women's rights for decades now turns a blind eye to the fact that they are being erased.
Some House Republicans joined Democrats in voting against the bill, but it's still advanced. The new law will go into effect on July 1st.
Well, after a fairly chilly Saturday, we have a pretty quiet night ahead of us. Still going to be chilly out there because of those clear skies, but the good news is we really don't have that wind to worry about now, especially going into tomorrow morning, so your wind chills are going to be very minimal. Here's a wider view of our region. Not a lot out there, maybe some clouds over getting past Minnesota, but otherwise very, very quiet, and that's going to be continuing on into tomorrow's forecast as well. Here's a look at our overnight lows. Again, clear skies and not really much as far as winds go, so we're going to be keeping those wind chills very close to these actual temperatures. However, it's still going to be chilly out there, staying in the low teens throughout the night and into your morning. As we go throughout the morning, though, we'll be warming slightly. We have those sunny skies to help us out, and La Crosse will actually be getting near the low 40s as we head into the afternoon. Eau Claire, a little bit chillier, a low of 10 degrees, but again, minimal winds will be making it feel actually like 10 degrees and then warming into the upper 30s as we get into the afternoon. We have even warmer weather on the way to start the week off and some wet spells coming up, but I'll break it all down in a little bit.
All right, thank you, Nicole. Today marks the last day of the annual Leopold Day celebration in La Crosse, honoring Aldo Leopold, a pioneer in conservation. This year's theme, Waterways in the Driftless, addresses the growing concerns of erosion and flooding in the area. The event highlights Leopold's lasting impact and the urgent need for water conservation in the region.
Aldo Leopold is a conservationist, really famous for his work in the Sand County Almanac, which gets used across multiple ages and generations in the education world to really teach this connection.
Attendees also had the chance to learn about stream ecology. Wisconsin's coolest event returned to the Coulee region. Today was La Crosse's Polar Plunge at the Black River Beach. The event supports the more than 14,000 athletes of Special Olympics Wisconsin. Participants raised funds for the organization in the lead up to the event, and then today jumped into icy waters.
We're both education majors. We have experience working as paraprofessionals in school, and we just see such a great thing with this, and we love the Special Olympics and we want to support.
According to the Plunge La Crosse website, local plungers have raised more than $77,000 for the cause this year. It was a full house at West Salem's Features Fieldhouse today for Wisconsin's first Adaptive Sports League Floor Hockey Invitational. The High School Adaptive Sports League gives athletic and recreational opportunities to students with disabilities. 7 teams from around the state competed today, including a number of local teams. Those who organized today's invitational hope the event helps ASL expand to other districts, saying the league gives kids more chances to thrive.
Learn how to be resilient, how to overcome obstacles, self-determination. They develop friendships, social skills, you name it, all the life skills that come with regular ed sports as well. They all get that.
Today's event was not a tournament, so no team was crowned the champion. Instead, every team received a unique award for their achievements, like Best Sportsmanship or Most Grit. Today, the La Crosse County Library celebrated Black history and inspiration. The Bright Star Touring Theater presented Empowered, Brilliant, and Brave, Great Women of Black History. The show entertained families while highlighting the contributions of Black women. An actor says it's important to know history so it doesn't repeat itself.
I think it's important to know that these women overcame so much. They went through discrimination, disrespect, and tolerated a lot, and I think it's really important for people to know so that we don't keep doing the same thing.
The performance featured lessons on the Underground Railroad with Harriet Tubman, a celebration of the Jazz Age with Ella Fitzgerald, and stories of hidden figures like Dorothy Vaughan. Still ahead, an update on one of the women involved in the Slender Man attempted murder case. New concerns are now delaying her release from a Wisconsin mental hospital.
Don't miss Home's preferred customer event. Get up to an extra 10% off sale prices or pay no interest for 3 years on your favorite furniture brands in bedroom, dining room, living room, and mattresses. Hurry in. The preferred customer event only at Home Furniture.
Come to the 27th Annual Early Bird Home Show. Lowest prices of the year.
Windows, doors, patio doors, lowest price of the year.
Bath remodels, kitchen remodels, lowest prices of the year.
Pergolas, decks, or sunrooms, lowest price of the year.
Siding, trim, or gutters, lowest prices of the year.
27th Annual Early Bird Home Show, only at the Board Store, 524 Copen Avenue, La Crosse. TheBoardStoreOnline.com or call 608-782-8877.
It's the preferred customer event at Home Sleep Express. Get up to 10% off sale prices or pay no interest for 3 years on Luxuria and Thomas Cole Sleep. Get this Aurora Queen or this Jewel Pillow Top Queen, your choice, for just $8.99. The preferred customer event, now at Home Sleep Express.
Hey, there's John McGivern.
You know John McGivern?
She sure does. What's up?
I'm trying to figure out which Medicare Advantage plan to choose.
That's easy. Network Health. They have plan options with the Part B Premium Give Back. That's money back in your pocket. Dental and vision benefits, even plans with a $0 monthly premium.
That's what I've been telling her. I'm going to give them a call.
Call today, 833-7-NETWORK.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
One of the Wisconsin women accused in the Slender Man attempted murder case was slated to be released from a mental hospital on Monday, but a last-minute petition claims she's not ready.
More than 10 years later, the shocking Slender Man case still reverberates in Waukesha. 12-year-olds Morgan Geyser and Anissa Wire lured their classmate Peyton Leitner to the woods near their homes, and Geyser stabbed her 19 times, telling police they felt they had to please the fictional horror character Slender Man.
You start to get something that people call slender sickness. If he's like following you or if you meet him because of the signal radiation that he emits.
Both were found not guilty due to mental illness and committed to mental hospitals. Wire was released in 2021 and Geyser was granted her release last month.
State of Wisconsin versus Morgan E. Geyser.
Geyser remains at Winnebago Mental Health Institute where her release plan was to be finalized Monday. But hospital staff asked a judge to revoke that permission, in part after learning what books she was reading there.
The reading material that she's so focused on has themes of sexual sadism and murder and the sale of human organs on the black market. All of these things that the treatment team at Winnebago had no idea that she was so interested in.
The hospital staff also raised concerns about Geyser's contact with a man with an unnatural interest in her crime.
Sending him artwork of a very violent nature.
The judge delayed Geyser's release over the objection of her lawyer.
She's read every type of genre. And if Winnebago wanted to restrict books, they can do that. If they have a library there, they can restrict whatever comes in or out. She's not reading anything that she isn't permitted to have access to in the institution. There's no secret reading anything.
Geyser and Wire were originally sentenced to 40 years in mental institutions. Coming up, the music world is mourning the loss of two legendary artists. How their legacies are being remembered after the break.
And while today might be the first day of meteorological spring, it might look like that outside over the next few days. We do have a chance of snow coming up and lots of rain on the way. I'll have a full look at it in your forecast coming up right after the break.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Blaine's Farm and Fleet Spring Workwear event is going on now, and we have a great selection of quality workwear styles at unbeatable prices. New at Blaine's, men's brunch workwear apparel 25% off. Save 30% on men's work and sport sweatshirts. These men's Wolverine Western boots, $59.99 while supplies last. Plus, earn $30 in Carhartt bucks when you spend $125 on Carhartt gear. We've got the value you need to do things your way. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Being original.
The fact that Brad Schimmel supports the 1849 law terrifies me. When I was pregnant, I had complications, but because of the ban, doctors couldn't help me. Brad Schimmel has no idea what it's like to lay in a hospital bed, pregnant and dying. The 1849 law that Brad Schimmel supports almost killed me. Brad Schimmel is too extreme for the Supreme Court.
Everyone deserves the opportunity to reach their full potential. Discover how to live life to the fullest with Thinkability Wisconsin, a resource hub that empowers people with disabilities throughout their lives. An opportunity can make all the difference. And it all starts when you say yes. Call or visit the website to get help from a Thinkability Navigator today.
You can see it. His potential, that is. You see it even when he may not. You see that the things that spark his interest today will in time ignite the things he pursues tomorrow. And ultimately, help him reach new heights. All he needs now is a way to make it happen. We are the universe.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Sad news today from the music industry. Grammy-nominated rhythm and blues artist Angie Stone has died. Her longtime publicist announced today the singer died in a vehicle crash in Montgomery, Alabama. She had just wrapped up a concert Friday in Mobile and was heading to Atlanta, Georgia in a van when the crash happened. 9 other people were in the vehicle. No other details are known about the other people in the van or the circumstances of the crash. Stone's career spanned decades. She was best known for hits like No More Rain and Wish I Didn't Miss You. Stone was 63 years old. The music industry is also mourning the loss of singer David Johansen. A statement from his family says Johansen died Friday at his home in New York. Johansen was the frontman and last surviving member of the pioneering punk band New York Dolls. He later found success as a lounge singer under the name Buster Poindexter. Johansen also had an acting career, which included appearances in the films Married to the Mob and Scrooged. Last month, his family announced he had been diagnosed with stage 4 cancer and that he had a brain tumor. Johansen was 75 years old. Well, today is the first day of March, and the age-old saying of in like a lion and out like a lamb might be ringing true. Nicole has our forecast, which shows we have some precipitation on the way.
Yeah, we have a pretty strong system that's going to be heading our way and actually impacting most of the eastern half of the country. We're going to be staying out of the severe portions, but we definitely will be feeling the impacts as we go into Tuesday and Wednesday. Until then, we have fairly mild and quiet weather out there, especially tomorrow. Getting a little bit warmer than we were today. Thankfully, it was a little bit chilly out there. Finally getting back to our near normal highs in the low 40s across most of the area. It's going to be sunny and very light winds out there, so a great end to your weekend with those those sunny skies. Otherwise, oh, excuse that. That's supposed to be the 38 for Saturday. Don't know why that's going so high, but we have the 50s coming up as we go into the rest of the beginning of the week, both Monday and Tuesday, well above average. Dipping back down to near average as we go into Wednesday, and we'll probably stay that way going into Thursday and Friday too. But even then, average temperatures this time of year actually getting back into the upper 30s, so not too bad out there. We do have to get through that rain chance first, though. That's going to be coming likely Monday night in the form of some scattered showers, becoming a little bit more widespread as we go into the day Tuesday. Definitely feeling it Tuesday night, and as we go into the day Wednesday, we could see a transition from rain to snow because, as we saw, those temperatures are going to get a little bit cooler. Another light chance for some precipitation going into Thursday night and Friday, but really all eyes are looking towards that Tuesday and Wednesday system. So let's take a look at it, starting with Monday. I mentioned just a slight chance to see maybe some scattered showers moving in the evening with this initial warm front moving through. That'll continue on throughout the night, eventually transitioning into a stationary front, but really our main system is going to be coming out of the south into Iowa as we go into Tuesday, eventually spreading north into our area by Tuesday afternoon, giving us widespread showers, especially by your evening times. Again, everybody will be seeing this rain. A lot of moisture associated with this system that will be stretching across the entirety of the United States. As we move into Wednesday, that's when we get that back end of the low circulating some cooler, more northern air. We could see that transition into snow Wednesday morning. Then it'll be continuing to snow for the rest of the day Wednesday, giving us a nice wet and heavy springtime snow that we all know and love during the month of March. The good news is a lot of that should be out of the way as we go into Thursday, leaving us sunny and dry for Thursday. But here's a look at that QPF or that precipitation amounts. Again, this is just for the rainfall, but it adds in the amount of moisture with that snowfall. So while we're seeing around an inch, possibly a little bit more across the area as we go into Friday morning, some of this is going to be falling as snow. So to start, a lot of that rain will likely be falling, possibly giving us about a quarter or 3/4 of an inch across the area, and then we could have a couple inches of snow. Right now it's looking fairly slim. Some of our more northern counties have a decent shot at seeing 3 inches or more, but this is going to be a wet and heavy snow, so it can compact pretty easily, but it's definitely not going to be making any favors on your back when you have to shovel it. So definitely something we're going to be monitoring. Otherwise, that's really our main story this week. Another thing to keep in mind, going to be very windy when it's snowing out there. Similar wind gusts that we saw on Friday, where we could be seeing them around 40-45 miles an hour. So definitely not the most pretty weather. Could classify that as coming in as a line, but we have to see how the month ends first. It could be worse or better. We'll see.
I'm definitely like, let's get this bad stuff out of the way so we can really have a nice, gentle end to March and like a great start to spring.
I agree, yeah.
All right, thank you, Nicole. Coming up in sports, hardware up for grabs. Girls basketball teams hoping to hoist a regional title plaque. Plus, we've got action from a sold-out Kohl Center on Championship Saturday. Jacob is next.
You trust the First Horn Weather Team to keep you safe, and even better, you can take us with you. Expect more with hourly temps and conditions, video forecast, interactive radar, and your choice of notifications. We're there when you need us.
Huh, looks like the Millers got some new furniture. And the Garcias? What? The Tippleworths? Orange Days.
Orange Days are here. Ashley's biggest sale of the year. Don't miss it.
A 7-year-old girl attends a birthday party at a local swimming pool. She's sexually assaulted by a repeat child molester. The monster faces 100 years in prison, but Judge Susan Crawford let him off with just 4. That was Crawford's choice. Now he's back on the street, walking distance from a school. And Judge Crawford, she wants a promotion. Susan Crawford. Dangerous decisions. Wrong for Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, one of those places where families spend their winters among frozen lakes and snow-covered hills. With all the fun they're having, it's easy to take for granted how they warm up, by the fire, or simply adjusting their thermostat. But for some of us, it's not that easy. Some of us need to decide whether to heat or to eat, or to further neglect our basic survival needs. We are working families, elderly, disabled, and veterans, all struggling to pay record heating bills. These dangerous temperatures aren't just uncomfortable for us. They can be deadly. If you are struggling to decide if you can put food on the table or heat your home, please reach out for a hand up. No one deserves to suffer when we can help each other.
Huh. Looks like the Millers got some new furniture. And the Garcias? What? The Tipplewurths? Orange Days.
Orange Days are here. Ashley's biggest sale of the year. Don't miss it.
Covering all the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
Well, after months of hard work, it all comes down to this. Wrestlers from around the area and across Wisconsin getting their chance to end their season with their armed raise as state champion. Kate Overton has the highlights from day 3 in Madison.
I'm here at the Kohl Center where champions were being crowned tonight during the WIAA State Individual Wrestling Tournament. We had 6 area wrestlers in action, all hoping to end their season with a win. Up first, it was GET Melman's Colton Koss at 120 pounds, tied at zeros after the first period. Belaine Anderson gets in on the shot, gets the finish, and that was the difference maker as Koss falls 4-0. Then at 138 for the girls, Riley Hanrahan of Black River Falls hoping for some redemption after losing in last year's final up against Riley Shesker, who's a perfect 69-0 in high school. But Hanrahan was in full control tonight, runs the arm bar, gets the back points to secure a tech fall as she would win 16-0 and is crowned a state champ.
I just wanted to make everybody proud, so I kept telling myself, don't let people down, don't let people down. And here I am making my coaches proud and was winning my state title to represent Black River Falls, so yeah.
At 157, GET Melman's Gunnar Johnson picked up the upset last night, but ran into Danny Heiser, who was going for his 4th state title. Johnson tried to put up a fight, but nothing was getting in the way of Heiser as he rolled to victory. We also had Layla Risler of Mondovia leave a strum at 145, just a freshman, but was hoping to make a statement tonight. Tied at 0 after the first period, but in the second, Risler gets caught on the throw. She would get pinned and finishes her freshman campaign in second. Then the Prairie du Chien Blackhawks closed us out first at 2:15. Blake Thierry been in control all tournament long, and tonight was no different. Multiple takedowns as he goes on to win 12-0, becoming Prairie du Chien's 7th state champ.
4th time here, first time getting it done. I mean, feels amazing right now.
His teammate Jack Simmons looking to pull off the upset at heavyweight, but Freedom's Hunter Vanderheiden too tough as he would win by tech fall 21-5. So there we have it, 2 champions from our area, but there was so much great wrestling action on all 3 days of the state tournament. And the wrestling action isn't over yet. The Holman Vikings will take to the UW Fieldhouse next week for team state duels. Reporting from Madison, Kate Overton, News 8 Now.
Great stuff, Kate. On the Minnesota side of things, the 2 athletes to make the podium were Aiden Burns of Caledonia Houston Co-op and Henry Donalick of La Crescent Hoka. Congratulations to them as well. Girls basketball from around the area going on as well on Alaska and West Salem. Panthers firing all cylinders tonight. Second half, Addison Ferguson finds Sammy Niemeyer in the corner open and drilling it. Then it's Niemeyer with a steal, spotting Megan Johnson down the court. Lefty layup goes. More good work from the Winona State commit. Johnson, money again with the left. West Salem going up 19. Then it's Ferguson, this time on the scoring end as she gets the and one. And West Salem keeps on dancing as they take this one 63-43. Central hoping to face West Salem with a win tonight. Riverhawks hosting DeForest. First half defense converting into offense for the sophomore guard Ellie Gillitzer. Bump and the bucket. And then the kick out will find the hands of Katie Biondo. She gets it to fall. Central going up 7, but then the Norskis start to make a run. Jordan Nerline collects the pass, and the triple try is true. Then different girl, but same spot and same result. Brinley Gonine's attempt is good as well. DeForest sneaks out a 1-point victory to end the Riverhawks season. 5th-ranked Prairie du Chien facing 8th-ranked Platteville for the 3rd time this season. This was a great game, and the Blackhawks take the rubber match using a big second half in their favor. Aquinas opened their postseason with a 40-point win, looking to add another plaque to the collection, hosting Bangor. Second half action, Ava Fernholz passes it out to Samantha Davis in the lane, gets the layup to go. She had 23 on the night. Aquinas out in front. Cardinals with it now, trying to make a comeback. J.C. Mitchak driving the lane, gets the floater to go. Blue Gold still up. And Aquinas back on the attack. It's Ava Willenbring to Emma Dobbins. Knocks down the 3-ball to keep the lead. Blue Gold's with it again. This time Davis fires a fastball to Fernholz in the corner, and she nails the 3-pointer. Aquinas takes the regional final over Bangor 69-50. In Division 5, Oliva Strum defeats Kickapoo 55-46 is the final there, and Blair Taylor downs Pepin Alma in a tight one. The Cardinals and Wildcats will meet next Thursday at La Crosse Central. And it wasn't just a busy night in Wisconsin. Teams in Minnesota looking to make it one step closer to state. More action after the break.
Sleep your best sleep on a Beautyrest Black mattress from Home Sleep Express. And right now, pay no interest for 5 years. Plus, get free white glove delivery, setup, and a 120-night guarantee. Sleep first class on a Beautyrest Black mattress from Home Sleep Express.
You know what's on my mind? It's butt cold out here and I don't have any heat at home.
Well, gotta have heat, Einstein.
Up yours, smarty. I just don't know who to call.
Jacob said Chuck used a local company. The Primary Colors, the good one?
What?
What?
Huh?
Well, there's your sign.
Jeez Louise.
Moron.
Hey, putz.
Call GNC.
For the best heating and air conditioning, guaranteed.
The fact that Brad Schimmel supports the 1849 law terrifies me. When I was pregnant, I had complications. But because of the ban, doctors couldn't help me. Brad Schimmel has no idea what it's like to lay in a hospital bed, pregnant and dying. The 1849 law that Brad Schimmel supports almost killed me. Brad Schimmel is too extreme for the Supreme Court.
Jolivet Family Farms, known for farm fresh fruit and vegetables, but featuring so much more. Come see all that we have. Homemade bakery, large selection of locally produced honey, gourmet popcorn, craft beer, wine, and cheese, meat and seafood, arts and crafts, and so much more. There is no substitute for homegrown freshness. Open daily year-round. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
Wow, Forest Berry Fudge is amazing. This is melting in my mouth.
Dill pickle? Whoa, that's actually good.
Holy fudge. This is the best thing ever.
Expressions brought to you by Valley Fudge and Candy. Find us in Coon Valley, Wisconsin, or order online today.
Right now at Homeworld Rugs, get 10% off Area Rug sale prices. Choose from many different shapes, sizes, and patterns, with Area Rug experts in every showroom to help you find the perfect rug. 10% off Area Rugs, going on now at Homeworld Rugs.
All right, welcome back. Girls basketball teams in Minnesota are 2 wins away from state. 5th-ranked Caledonia hadn't allowed more than 25 points in a game so far this postseason, and they're averaging more than 75. Warriors meeting Winona Cotter in Rochester. Caledonia starting fast. Josie Foster pushing the ball ahead to Aubrey Klug. Count it for 3 for the junior. Warriors up by 8. Cotter not going away quietly. Lucy Fitch from just inside the arc pulls up for the 17-footer, and that's good. Ramblers down by 4. Later, Caledonia's Klug returning the favor to Foster with a pass. Foster good from the corner for 3. Caledonia up 7. Warriors keeping it rolling. Klug scoops up the loose ball. Other end of the floor lays it in for 2 to extend the lead. Caledonia is moving on to the sectional final following the 78-59 win. Spring Grove Mabel Canton facing Grand Meadow. Picked this one up in the second half. Lions looking for their first lead of the game. Siri Conkle goes a length of the floor for the bucket. Spring Grove down by just 1. Grand Meadow, though, going on a run to respond. Gracie Foster, nothing but net for 3. Super Larks up 7. Lions keep battling top of the key. Kinley Soini good for 3, cutting the deficit to just 5. Grand Meadow would have too much, though. Tyler Schaffler hits from down low. Spring Grove Mabel Canton's season ends with a 60-39 loss. Rushford Peterson falling to top-ranked Goodhue in their final game of the season, 74-51. West Salem hosting the Division I gymnastics sectional as well. We'll start with Holman's Katie Lang, who would take first place on the floor. Here she is putting up a 9 straight on vault as she would place third all around. Lacrosse also getting in on the action as Danica Parnell does her floor routine. She would place second at the vault with a 9.40. Then it was the beam time. Nadia Trapno would put up a team high 8.975. Then West Salem's last event was the beam. Needed to be perfect to get a spot at state, and perfect was an understatement. Liga, Olivia Maki, and Kennedy Garbers with big-time performances. And talk about a nail-biter. West Salem sneaks by Hudson by 0.05 to earn the runner-up plaque and a ticket punch to the state meet in Wisconsin Rapids. Some Division II action to catch up on from last night as well. GET Co-op is heading to state as they posted the best score at the Wisconsin Rapids sectional, followed by Marshfield. Sparta's Gabrielle Björkman, GET's Taylor Gallup, Westby's Isabella Korn, and Onalaska's Eva Dreyer all qualifying for the all-around competition. Team competition Friday, individual competition on Saturday. All the action taking place at Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln High School. Winona State's NSIC tournament run is still alive as they top Southwest Minnesota State in the quarterfinals 70-61. Warriors will take on the winner of MSU Moorhead and Augustana on Monday. And the UW Lacrosse wrestling team capturing the 2025 D3 Region 7 title earlier today. Eagles won 4 individual weight classes with Quentin Wolbert at 125, Tanner Gerber at 165, Ben Kaczynski at 197, and Michael Douglas at 285. All right, we're back to wrap things up after this.
Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 Now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started.
Blaine's Farm and Fleet Spring Workwear event is going on now, and we have a great selection of quality workwear styles at unbeatable prices. New at Blaine's, men's brunch workwear apparel 25% off. 30% off men's work and sport pocket tees, $10.49. Save $10 on Ariat Rebar Made Tough pants. Plus, earn $30 in Carhartt bucks when you spend $125 on Carhartt gear. We've got the value you need to do things your way. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Being original.
Hey, Dominic here to ask, do you love salt but need to cut back on all that sodium? Mini Mini Salt by Pleasing is the answer and is recommended by doctors and dietitians for those on low sodium diets. It tastes like regular salt but with so much less sodium. Use it just like your table salt. Great on corn on the cob, tomatoes, watermelon, and yeah, you could even use it on French fries and everything else you love to salt. Be sure to get your Mini Mini Salt by Pleasing and 40 other blends at the Pleasing Outlet Store on Ward Avenue, La Crosse. Get out of here.
Shop Wisconsin's best deals at Black River Furniture Outlet. Find unbeatable prices on sectionals, big or small, to fit every home. Great savings on Ashley sofas and love seats. Style and comfort at a price you'll love. Check out our wide selection of reclining and power furniture, plus custom options from Best Home Furnishings. Experience top-tier comfort with Catnapper Furniture, but relaxation is key. Black River Furniture Outlet, your upholstery headquarters. Family values, veteran-owned, and no corporate hassle. Open 7 days a week in Black River Falls, Wisconsin.
Pischke Motors has been family-owned and operated since 1920 and have you to thank for our continued success. Stop by our dealership in West Salem or La Crosse to find the Ram you're looking for. Get in a Ram 1500 Laramie or Bighorn today. We've got great deals on new Rams right now. When you find the perfect truck, you'll feel it.
Start your search at Pischke.com and then drive away in your new Ram.
I got tired of saying what, and people were actually saying to me, "You didn't hear that, did you?" I'm like, no, let's just go on. What brought me to Better Hearing Center is that I had enough. My life needed to be easier in some respects, so I decided to come here and see what they could have to offer. Wind chimes outside I didn't realize, just little things I didn't realize I was missing out on that I now can hear. It's changed my life dramatically. I would recommend Better Hearing Center. They're family, and they make you feel like family when you walk in the door.
Well, I went through the last 10 years to see when we actually would have a in like a lion, out like a lamb. The last 5 years, we actually had the opposite pattern. Some years there is no pattern and it can't always be perfect, but 2023, March 31st, there was a intense tornado outbreak across the entire country, 12 tornadoes.
Oh my gosh.
In Wisconsin and over 100 across the country. It was the 3rd largest tornado outbreak in the world on record. So that would definitely end like a lion. Depending on what our snow looks like coming up, and especially that rain and that wind, we could categorize this as coming in like a lion, but you never know based on how the month is going to end. It could be in like a lion, out like a lion.
Let's
We'll
please
see.
buck the trend that we've been seeing for the past like 5 years.
Yeah,
I want to have a nice
boring.
start
It's
to
getting
April for
boring.
once. Well, thank you for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.